Hello. In today's video we're going to learn how to play and understand the flam and the flam tap. The first thing that's important to know about rudiments is that some rudiments have grace notes, and of course the flam and the flam tap have grace notes. Now grace notes are these smaller notes that you see here, and the reason why they write them smaller is not because you play them softly. No, you can actually play them loud if that's what you're supposed to do. And the main thing about grace notes is that they have no value. That's why they write them smaller, so that you know they're grace notes. And when you say that a grace note has no value, all that means is that you can't count them. They don't have their own value. They're connected to whatever note they're connected to, and that's their value. So this whole thing is just a quarter note, or this whole thing is just counted 1. The thing is, grace notes have no value. That's the main thing about it. But whether you understand that, or whether you understand that these are quarter notes or how to count them, it doesn't really matter. Because when you're first starting out, if you're learning how to play rudiments, you can just simply play the sticks. And, whatever it is you're practicing on, hopefully you have something good to practice on, but you might not. And so you could actually make a practice pad or out of a mouse pad or out of a bicycle tire or a bicycle seat. You could actually play on a cardboard box or a plastic bucket. All that will work. And if you're not sure about your rights and your lefts, well, ask somebody who knows to somehow mark what you're playing on with an L on this side and an R on that side for left and right. Well, the flam, this word flam is how this thing should sound. The word flam and flam tap, words like click and tick-tock, and words like quack quack, words that sound like a sound. It's a funny name. It's called onomatopoeia. Can you say that word, onomatopoeia? Well, the thing is, that's what the flam is. So when you play the flam, it should sound like this word, flam, like this. Flam. 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 Now, how do you play the flam? Well, again, you can just play the sticks. It's left, right, right, left. But again, they're very close together. So it's almost like you're going to drop the sticks at the same time, but they're not going to hit exactly at the same time, and that creates the flam. Let me say that again. You're going to try to bring the sticks down to the drum at the same time, or the pad, whatever it is you're playing on. But they're not really going to hit at the same time, and it creates a sound and that we know as the flam. But the best way to do it is to keep one stick lower and the other stick a little higher. So in this case, I'm going to keep my left stick lower and my right stick a little higher, and I'm going to go like this. That's a flam. Now I've switched or swapped out my hands, so now my right stick is lower and my left stick is higher. Okay? So that's the flam. Going slow, that's very important. Flam, flam. Now, it's important that you don't do this. That's not a flam. Fa-lam. That's wrong. Fa-lam. That word is not pronounced like that. You say flam. It has to sound like that. They need to be close together. You're hitting the drum twice, using both sticks, the flam. And the flam is a great rudiment. It's in every type of music. It really adds a lot of just excitement to whatever it is you're playing. And so the flam is a basic rudiment. It's one of the first rudiments that you learn as a young drummer or a beginning drummer. And so it might not be so easy to play at first, but you'll get it. Just go slow. Again, it needs to sound like this. Now, the flam tap is really like the same thing. It's a flam and then a tap, a flam and then a tap. By the way, I didn't mention that this is called a repeat sign. These two lines and these two dots, 2 lines and 2 dots. And when you're playing the flams, if this is the first flam and that's the second flam, you should repeat this 4 times to play a total of 8 flams all together. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, flam, flam. Using the repeat sign. Okay, moving on to the flam tap. The flam tap is just like what it sounds like. Onomatopoeia. Flam tap, flam tap, flam tap, flam tap, flam tap, flam tap, flam tap. Now, in addition to the repeat sign, the flam tap also has this greater than sign called an accent. I know it looks like the word should be accent, but those two C's, it's like an X is there. Accent. Accent. And it means that whatever's accented, in this case the flam, that gets played louder. So it's going to be like this. Flam, tap, flam, tap. Okay? And that's with the accent sounds like this. Flam, tap, flam, tap. Now it's very important when you're playing the flam and the flam tap that none of the notes are buzzed. That would be wrong, okay? Make sure all of the strokes, every time you hit the drum, make sure it's a tap. And now, when you're first starting out, the stick might buzz a little bit. Do your best to stop that from happening. Make sure you're tapping, okay? You can watch another video that I'm going to make about the different ways to stroke the drum. And that'll help explain how to, well, to tap when you're supposed to tap and to buzz when you're supposed to buzz and to double when you're supposed to double. But until then, try not to have any buzzing in these two rudiments. Now again, the flam tap sounds like this. Flam tap. 1, 2, 3, 4. The best thing you can do when you're first starting out how to play anything on with music, but especially on the drums, because that's what we're talking about today, is to play slow. This is really important. And it's going to be a struggle, but you have to play slow. Play slow, play slow, play slow, because slow, that will help you become great. Play slow. Just like that. And one thing that will help you remember how to play the flam tap is that there's 3 sticks in a row here, and then the other 3 sticks in a row here. So it's 3 rights followed by 3 lefts. And just to show you that, it's like this. This left will go first, and then 3 rights in a row. There's the first one, there's the second one, there's the third one. Now the lefts. Okay? That's just one way how you can remember it if you're going to play by the sticks. Now the flam tap a little faster sounds like this. No buzzing. And if I was to double that, it'd sound like this. So there you have it. The flam and the flam tap. Now listen, anything worth doing is worth doing well. So good luck. Practice it. You definitely will get it. We're going to learn how to play all the rudiments. The rudiments will help make you a great drummer. And also they're a lot of fun to play. Alright, well listen, good luck. Now go practice your flam and your flam tap. Take care.